Go.
It's Courtlandt Griffin with Bowie TV, joined by my guy.
Bub Means wide receiver for the Saints.
So again, media week. So New Orleans, the
Crazy.
city you play in, was drafted by. The team plays here. How's that and how's that feel?
This is a great city. I ain't gonna lie, it's been crazy. A lot of traffic, a lot of people. There's a lot of events going on. It's just been they brought life to the city, no doubt.
And I mean, bro, like going from playing college ball in Pitt and then coming here, it's got to be a culture shock.
Culture shock for sure. Culture shock. Everything's different. The weather, the culture, the people, like the food, everything's different. Like, and it's different experiences for both. Like I like Pitt for what it brought to me, but I love NOLA. Like I love the experience that NOLA has brought for sure.
And then, I mean, talking about your college days, man, I mean, you pretty much burst onto the scene like you were a guy that kind of everyone knew that there were some guys that came out of Pitt, and then all of a sudden, man, who's this big body kid who got some wiggle to him?
Yeah.
It can get little, you know what I mean? Get the ball in his hands and he get little, but he also can ball shoot.
Yeah.
Like, how was that? How did you deal with kind of your star getting brighter and in such a short amount of time?
Yeah, it was crazy to just finally start getting the recognition for my game. Like it is like I really appreciate it for sure. But like I really don't look into that. I just keep working. Like I keep my head down and work and let God take care of the rest of it. So everything I just knew it was in God's hands. Whatever was supposed to happen was gonna happen. I just left it at that.
And then, I mean, like I said, going to Indy, right? You start getting brighter.
Yeah.
There's eyes on you. Coaches are looking at you. Of course, we know it's a passing lead.
Yeah.
So premium position.
Yeah.
The things that were being said about you, man, big body, a la Brandon Marshall, speed, can get it done. You know, what was that like, and what were the meetings like? Meeting with all 32 teams and kind of having those guys picking prod at you and kind of see what you're made of.
It was an experience like no other. Like I said, like I prayed for these opportunities. I prayed for these moments. So like just being able to have that opportunity to go and get in front of all 32 coaches and all 32 teams, and they basically let me know that, look, I believe in you. Like, so that's all I needed, and that kind of gave me a spark behind me. Like, it kind of motivated me a little more. I wanted to work a little harder just because, you feel me, they believed in me. I really had a shot to change my life.
And then coming to this city, right, New Orleans, such a rich history, rich football history, playing in one of the most iconic stadiums and arenas in sports in general, right, for the Saints, fighting your way onto that roster, and then making the plays that you were able to make, you know, even though it wasn't a successful season. How was that experience? And then what do you feel like you can do moving forward to kind of help this team become more successful and get back to those winning ways?
Well, when I first got here, man, the city has just brought me in and took me in with open arms, and I can't do nothing but say thank you to the city, thank you to the coaches, thank you to the program, the organization, everything. That's first and foremost. But like when I first got here, man, I ain't gonna lie, like it was hard to adjust. This was an adjusting period. I ain't gonna lie, like this is an experience I can't even explain. Like you just gotta be here to know. Like I can't put it into words how excited and how the feeling that this whole experience and this whole process has made me feel, you know what I'm saying? Like, and just being able to go out there and get my feet wet, basically, get a little playtime, score a touchdown, you feel what I'm saying? Like I got my feet wet, I got to show them a little burst, a little glimpse of what I can do, and then so I'm just working. So next year I can go out there, you feel what I'm saying, and have real production, you know what I'm saying? I had little 9 catches, but I want to be able to do something for real, you know what I'm saying?
And then just, like I said, it's a rich history on this team, but specifically from the wide receiver position. Robert Meacham, Michael Thomas, Marquise Colston, right? Some of those guys were first-round draft picks. Some of those guys were late-round draft picks. Some of those guys were undrafted free agents, but they found a way, and they made this roster, and then they made the team, and they made splashes, and Marquise Colston might be getting a gold jacket someday. We don't know. But how do you feel knowing that not only is the NFL in itself, right, the position that you play, wide receiver, catching the ball, we all know the rich history behind that league-wide. But for the Saints itself, wearing that fleur-de-lis on the helmet, that gold helmet, that black uniform, how does that feel, man? Like knowing that you're going to see number 12 in the rafters, you're going to see number 13 in the rafters, and those guys are be in the locker room and coming to talk to you, and that someday could be you.
Yeah, that's actually a blessing just to know that we have breaks that play my position, that, you feel me, that's still here and around NOLA, that's still, you feel what I'm saying, giving back still. Man, you can't name a more dominant receiver than Michael Thomas and
Marquise Colston.
Marquise Colston that in their time period, you know what I'm saying? Like they were greats, and I can't do nothing. But I really want to learn from them. Hopefully, I get a chance to learn from them. You know what I'm saying? Pick their brain, get a few tips from them. You know what I'm saying? Like, I really want to learn. I salute them for sure. Like they were cold.
And then one last question, man. Like I said, you're a big body receiver. Played at Pitt.
Yeah.
There's another guy, number 11. Yeah. We all know who he is, Larry Fitzgerald, Larry Legend. Some of them on silent hands.
Yeah.
Have you ever talked to him?
Yeah, I talked to him for sure.
And what did he say to you, understanding that you're a big receiver, he was a big receiver, and like did he give you any pointers, man? Because that dude caught a frozen turkey barehanded.
Yeah, that boy, yeah, he's different. That's a Pitt legend for sure. He came and watched us practice a few times when we was at Pitt. I ain't gonna lie, when talking to him, he just gave us the game. Like, hey bro, if you want to take this serious, you gotta take it serious. Basically, like he just like he gave us like regular tips that you kind of everybody give you, but like it hit different coming from Larry Fitzgerald. You know what I'm saying? Like he like basically like work hard. Like you want to take this far, you got the tools. Like take it serious. You got to put the extra work in, stuff like that. Like, but it hit different coming from Larry Fitzgerald. Like I can say it. You know, feel me? Like Larry Fitzgerald saying it's Larry Fitzgerald. So yeah, that's a Pitt legend for sure. That's a legend period. Like, but Pitt legend for sure. He came up there. Shout out Larry Fitzgerald for sure.
One more question, man. Someday, hopefully, you'll get to play in a bowl game.
Yeah,
a Super Bowl. If it so happens to be in this city, how special would that be to you?
That would be crazy. Especially, you feel what I'm saying? That would be a dream come true. Like, it's no other city that like New Orleans. Like, it's no other city like New Orleans. The people, the culture, the fans. Like, it's just no other place that I've experienced like it. So like, to get a Super Bowl in New Orleans, like for the Saints, you know what I'm saying? That would be cold, bro. Like, I got to get that
someday, man. One day. Again, man, it's more to football than just playing football. There's culture, and a guy like this understands that, man. Bub, I appreciate you coming through. It's Courtlandt Griffin with Bowie TV. Give y'all another one.